custom number 4 of 6 as we continue on the customs LEGO DC Super Villains custom builds. As we move along to custom number 4. Hey guys, welcome back to LEGO DC Super Villains custom builds, and here again with all Spixel LEGO custom. And today I continue on the customs LEGO DC Super Villains custom builds, and of course then 4 from MCU Phase 1. Where you see him mainly with the short hair, it slowly grows into the stuff you see in Dark World and Age of Ultron, so that's what the look I'm going off with. Once I get to those two movies, I'll be switching the hairstyle. But I do like MCU Phase 1 for the best when it comes to his look, that's just me. But inside we go, obviously keeping Stan the Man loose. Say goodbye to Wonder Woman in position as we do. Right, let's start off with his hairstyle, and for this it is the long or the mullet piece as it's called. And his hair is a goldish color. I believe it's a goldish color, I'm pretty sure on that. Yeah, I believe it is on the shop there too. It might be the lighting, but I think it might be a bit of blonde though as I'm thinking about it. That'd be a bit more genuine, wouldn't it? Let's try that. It's got a bit more goldish to it. 50-50. I think it varies for the hairstyles, but it looks more like a goldish to me. When it gets to say, I think when it gets to later on movies, it dies down a bit on the goldish and gets more realistic looking. But as of now, it's the goldish, and we want for his head. As for his facial hair in the first phase, kind of a stubble. It slowly goes to a beard, but I think it's still a stubble at this point. There are some cheekbones in there, but also 31 for the head, human skin, and then onto his facial hair, this being the gold works. Like that. Then on to the arms. These will be now, I'm gonna say, of course, Ares arms here. I believe he's got some black in there because his colors are very, died down a bit. Yeah. There is a bit of a dark chainmail at the top there too, so I might go with grey, which actually fits around it. Then onto his hands, human skin, the torso. He's got like the badges and the symbols on his chest there, so we'll look through these. Probably Dr. Light is probably the one everyone thinks of. I'll look through them all, see what I have in mind for him. Donna Troy is a good one, despite its feminine features. But probably Dr. Light. Maybe okay, Dr. Light seems more comic book accurate though. But Donna Troy feels a bit more, like it, only from its feminine mold. Black Manta is probably your best bet, and that is supposed to be. Well, that's supposed to be a dark grayish color as well. So there's a bit of red in it with limitations. What you're gonna do? Aqualad Young Justice a bit more. Problem is, I suppose you kind of get away with it because Asgardians have technology too, so it still kind of fits. You do wish that you had a torso with those iconic circles on the chest. But the only one is closest to Donna Troy I'm seeing, so I am restricted, but I try to do my best for what I've got to work with. You could also go Malcolm Merlin, but I think the straps are there, but it's optional. And I think I'm trying to, avoid using pieces that look like they're from Earth. So there's that to consider as well. So I think I'm best going looking through them all, and I'll have my decision finalized. Right then, I think I will go with my original plan and use the Aqualad Young Justice as the closest to what I think would work. Dark grey that up, then onto his hip piece. That he mainly has a lot of dark grey going on, because I'm trying to get those shots Yeah, his crotch piece is also a dark grey. And then the legs. I'm gonna say, or a bit of both in there. Appears to be a bit of a lighter grey, so how about we go with, to get some of that chainmail there, we'll have the Ares legs, dark grey, there we go. Because he is wearing a lot of dark grey in his earlier works, and then we have the cape to red that up, because they wanted their own unique design for Thor than the traditional. But yeah. Alright, now onto the red heart, standard health. Voice 2, target module stars, basic speed animation, cool, and then on to the abilities. Just put that in there. Okay, when we look at the one for the first movie, it is very similar to the one in Dark World, just more circles and less padded out, whereas Dark World is very similar, so they're all pretty similar back to back. Yeah, now we'll look at the chat. How are we doing? Isn't Thor already same from every film? I don't think so. I think from Phase 1, you see him similar. Like, first movie, you know, he's got that look established. Dark World, it's the same thing, just his hair's a bit longer, and that thing also goes through with the Age of Ultron, and I think from there we're slowly making that transition to the next part, so that's why I'll go from there. So that's my thoughts on it, Halloween. Hi, Dylan. Right, up to date with chat. Moving on. I just need to throw in his weapon real quick for his iconic hammer, which is the basic hammer there, and we want to light grey that up. Moving on to the rest, of course the effects, and these are going to be a bluish colour. Jumpstart effect style for a blue. Wow, that looks really good. I would add a beard because I think it would look a bit better, but that's just me. Well, I'm going to try and do a bit of both there with that, Jay. I'm going to go see how it looks with a beard and without a beard. So first I'll give him with a stubble look, and then a bit of the actual beard itself, because it does vary throughout. So that's what I'll do. Oh yeah. Alright, went for the effects there, yep. Now moving on to the personality. This is gonna be your yellow, or yeah, yellow hot to work well. I'm gonna give him invulnerable health for a god. Voice 1, target module stars, basic speed animation, yeah, good. Yeah. Right, moving on to the abilities. Tap square for the fighting, lunge attack is a 3. Tap circle, detective mode or forceful, but seeing how Thor is kind of idiotic to how Loki is, I'm going to give him the lightning shield here. So if we can find 5, there we go, and blew that up. And then hold circle for the beam ability, of course, number 6. A blue energy there. Origin the weapon, electrical beam. After that, the X button, hyper jump, and then flight. Skill set, scroll on down. Telekinesis, that could be an optional one. Personally, I would say no for what I've seen in MCU of this guy. Scroll on down, super strength abilities. Scrolling on down. Uniflection, believable. Has protection, believable for guard tracking. Stealth. And I think that's about it for this guy. Basic information, hero character, Justice League should take him. Now so we go showing off the abilities, and I'll give him the beard next. And from there we'll give him the Age of Ultron / Dark World looking hairpiece. I've been watching your links series. Well, thank you, Dylan. And I enjoyed it so much. Well, thank you, Dylan. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Well, technically, he can hurt Loki and the Destroyer. Yeah, he can. I'm not saying anything about his strength. I'm saying that when it comes to like the early stuff of Thor, he's very not smart on figuring him out when I'm comparing him to Loki and all that. But they kind of have to do that to make Loki work as the god of mischief and all that. But anyway, tap square for the fighting, hold square is the lunge attack, and you've got the shield and the lightning there, and the hyper jump and flight. But yeah, there we have our first shot doing Thor with a bit more of a stubble there. And if you want a bit more like, because his first look, what you're gonna see, it's kind of hard to say if he's got more of a beard or a stubble, and you'll see that in the thumbnail. But I want to play it safe and go for both looks, see how that works. So there is one other thing I do want to do, and that is to go to his target module and put that on live wire. So that will be animation, target, live wire, and then to the head, switch that up to the, I want to say 30, but he does look at a good age. So let's just see what my shot would say. It does have the cheekbones in it, so 30. And his facial area is still the goldish, so there we have it. Right, so there's that. And then we're going to slowly do our transition to him in his Dark World / Age of Ultron look. Hi, Kaio. Yeah, there we have Thor from his first phase, and now we're going to go inside and do him from Dark World and Age of Ultron with his hair swap. I think someone already suggested that guy. Yeah, everyone keeps requesting that one, so it's already on the list regardless. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the hairpiece to, I think it's the lowest lane I want. Makes most sense to me on how it was increasing the length for Dark World. So if I just go back a few notches, kind of just remind me of the, what's his name, Aquaman. But the only problem with Aquaman is that you can't switch the hair color, so that's kind of a shame thing. I don't think the hair is too long to the point it's a curly long, so I think this is a good choice what we have to work with. We just need to switch it to a, not gold per se, but more like a light desert camo. And then from there, I think the beard, that is now a light brownish color. So I'm gonna go to the head, switch the facial hair to a lightest brown. Yeah. Alright, so there we have it. So that's the slow change we're getting with Thor. Because his hair isn't fully long, it's long enough to make a mark. And I don't want to give him the Vandal Savage, because I think it's a bit too short, because it's touching his cape a bit there, so he's starting to get it. But you know, it's not the best look for it, but it's a slow transition for him getting that long hair, and then, you know, he later gets a shave in Ragnarok. But you know, it's what it is. There we have the early MCU 4 officially done. Hope you guys enjoyed how it worked out, how we slowly had a nice transition, so you kind of had a bunch of Thors all in one, wrapped in one shell. Hope you guys enjoyed how it came out. As for the chat, yeah, it does, but you kind of are restricted to what pieces are you have in the game. You can't use the piece that I wanted to, which was Aquaman, because of the color palette not switching. Vinyl Savage was a bit too all the way back and a bit too short, so yeah, there's restrictions there. I didn't want to go curly long, not be too long, so that's why it had to be kind of this. So that's just my thoughts on the matter there, Halloween, hope you understand. But yeah, that's up to the chat. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed how it came out, what limitations I had. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe, that good stuff. Hit the notification bell right corner down below, so you can stay in tune for all LEGO DC Supervillains custom builds, reversements, other content on the channel. And I shall see you guys in the next video, what I will be doing. I believe it's DNA Amy from Kim Possible, and then of course for from Love and Thunder MCU, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, up to chat. Alright, so thank you for watching, and until next time guys, of course, peace out.